Hey there, my name's John. This is an AR Outdoors, and I wanted to take a moment and talk to you about flashlights. I've been trying to find the right one for me over the past couple of years, and I definitely have some recommendations that you probably need to hear. So first off, let me talk about this right here. This is the Tech Spec King. Has a display, multiple functions, big battery, super bright. I absolutely do not recommend this for anyone. It is too hard to use. The user interface is bonk. The switches are too sensitive for emergency tactical use. And it's just too hard to get into the different light modes. I do like that it is USB-C charging, and it is plenty bright. But if you're just looking at specs, go someplace else. That's not what this channel is really about. Specs don't matter if you can't use it. So absolutely do not recommend this light. It is built super nicely. I do think there's opportunities for them to build it out, to adjust the programming. The EDC 25 may address this, but I don't have one. But again, I can't recommend this at all. It's just too confusing to use, too sensitive to use, and it's bigger than the others. So next up, the Arkfeld Pro by Olight. This is the UV laser and white light. I do like this one. It's got a good user interface, pretty easy to use. I have no qualms with that. I do like the display there. I don't like the charging method. I really like USB-C just to keep things universal between everything I've got, but it's not a killer. This is something I'd actually leave in a briefcase. I actually leave mine on my bedside table. Nice light, not my choice for everyday carry. It's just not quite as simple as I need. I think it's a little bit wider than the others. At least it feels wider in the pocket. And then the double clip, where it's kind of nice for functionality, does make it a little bulky to actually have in the pocket. But it's a nice light. I do, if you want something for the home, leave on the bedstand or in a backpack or bag. I think this is a very reasonable option. These are my favorites. These are the Streamlight Wedge series. I have both the standard Wedge as well as the Wedge XT. I tend to carry the Wedge XT just because it's shorter. However, I like the standard Wedge better because of the switch methodology it uses. This rotary switch goes to, I think, 300 lumens. Again, if you're interested in specific specs, go someplace else. And then you push forward for high power. It charges via USB-C, and you can rotate the pocket clip to either side depending on which side you want to carry on. The Wedge XT, still USB-C, uses a tail cap activation button. You can press and hold for monetary, push and release for constant on, and then it does have some programming ability with their 10 tap, 5 tap for lockout versus programming. I wish they had found a way to incorporate this switching onto this size light. That would make this perfect. Sometimes if I'm looking around stuff, I don't need to do an ice pick, and I just like the ability to hold it right there. So those are my two favorites. I will put links below for the Streamlights and the Olight, but I'm not linking this because I can't recommend it at all. It's just no good.
No roar!